Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at the spawners add-on. So I've been MIA for the past week or so because to be honest, Monday there weren't many add-ons for me to review. So Monday and Tuesday I just didn't have any energy. So I was like, I'll just take a couple of days break and then I'll get the recordings done later on in the week. Just to give myself a bit of time to like refresh and just come back energized instead of just doing it all tired and then the video being kind of bad to watch. But then some family matters came up. My mum had some like building materials basically being delivered while she was at work, so she asked me if I could stay at his to be there to like help unload them. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. So that took about, and also her TV needed repairing, so I had to be there for the TV repairman. So that took up the latter end of the week because it took a couple of days for everything to get done. And it's not even all done because there's still some materials I need to bring over, but the guy who's moving them is on a holiday, so yeah. And I only got home like on Friday by like Friday afternoon, and I was just exhausted, and I just again did not have the energy to record a review. So you're gonna want the instead. So yes, welcome to Spawners. Craft and experiment with your own custom spawners. This book explains the basic controls and mechanics. Hit or interact with this book to turn the page. So if I interact, it turns it. Okay, why does interact go back and punch go forward? Usually interacts go forward and punches go back. That is weird. So there you go. How to use. 1. Craft a spawner core. So how do you craft a spawner core? Spawn. So yeah, here we go. We've got copper core, iron core, netherite core, gold core, dirt core, and diamond core. 2. Crouch and interact with the mobs while holding the spawner core to charge it. So if I just give myself a core, give at P. What? Oh, there we go. I just misspelled it. So dirt, gold, netherite. Alright, anyone? Oh well, I'm just gonna go into game mode 1. Game mode 1. I want the uncharged netherite. There we go. And then let's summon Vind. So interact with on the Vindicator. Okay, so you need to collect 300 with the netherite spawner. Yeah, I'll be right back once I've done that because I've been. Yeah, you like confetti particles. So we got it fully charged. So that took a lot. Like so that took like that issue took 300. And then I assume like the lower level cores. Core. Yeah. So let's just check date core. Can you use these on passive mobs like chick? Here, a chicken. Yeah, for the day core you only need like 5. I mean, I'll double check on another vindicator. I assume like the lower level the lower level I assume the lower level cores spawn a lot. So hold on, let's just set some up. So can I put a chicken in there as well? No, so it does have to be the same mob. You can't. Oh wait, you can mix and match. Huh. Weird. Anyway, so I assume the lower level cores spawn mobs a lot slower than the higher level cores, which means I would recommend starting off with the lower level cores and then working your way up the higher level ones. Anyway, now that we've got charge core, the number of mobs required to change raises on the spawner. Craft a spawner using the charge cores. So if I go to game mode 0, so we can make a netherite spawn. Oh my god, you need 8 netherite ingots. Okay, that's a bit insane for a spawner. Like, seriously, I think instead of netherite ingots, they should use netherite scraps, because that's almost a whole netherite block to make the netherite spawner. And I suppose we can place this down, then what? Find a mob you want to spawn and capture it by crouch interacting with a capture case. Capture case is 8 level around the glass block. So capture case. Let's get a vindicator. So we capture him, and then we and then now it's spawning vindicators. Lots of vindicators. And then you can interact with it to get it back out. Let's just change the peaceful. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And crouch and interact with your settings. So yeah, so it has a limit of 500. Show border, redstone input, ignore, turns on. So you can turn it on and off with redstone input. And this is the area it spawns in. So, quick observation here. This is different to a normal Minecraft spawner. A vanilla spawner would spawn I'm doing this off the top of my head, but it would spawn in a diamond. Like this. So when you're building a vanilla mob spawner farm, you would build the spawning room like this. But this is, so you can't just, this isn't a kind of just like plug and play kind of thing. You can't just plug it into your existing farms and expect it to work perfectly, because you are going to get mobs on these corners here if they're not filled in, and if they are filled in, then you are wasting spawn spots, because I assume what this is doing, so it's going through all the blocks in its radius. It's like, oh, if there's less than 500 mobs in that radius for the netherite one, it's like, oh, is it spawnable? Nope, they don't spawn. So I would recommend just building a square spawner room instead of just using the vanilla style. And this shouldn't be too difficult to do. Just like have a square room, have like a water source there, have this up in the air a couple blocks, and just like have and like a water source in the center. Have them flow out to this corner, so like you could have like a water source here and here to push them into the center. But yeah, this is pretty cool and useful. I mean, is the netherite worth it? I mean, it can spawn up to 500 of the mobs. I mean, depends on, like, really the mob. Like, I wouldn't use the netherite spawner for chickens, because you're never going to need that many chickens unless you're doing a prank. But that mixture of the fact I can switch it out, I kind of feel like, yeah, it's kind of worth it. It's just a lot of work, so I would recommend installing other add-ons like the building and mining gadgets, because this helps you get a lot of netherite a lot quicker. Because you can just mine a big hole real quick. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Hold on, let's check the book, see if there's anything. That's how you craft the spawners. So it goes dirt, copper. So hold on. So crafting, an entry level spawner with a slow spawn rate has basic controls. The slow. Upgrade dirt spawner with a bigger spawning radius has basic controls. Improve spawner with faster spawning and custom controls, redstone compatible. Has redstone compatibility, faster than iron. Has redstone compatibility and increased performance at a higher cost. Spawns 2 different mobs and bosses. So you can spawn bosses with the netherite one, that's cool. And bosses, fastest spawn rate, spawn 1 boss at a time. So you could spawn like 1 wither, 1 warden, or 1 ender dragon at a time with this. And that's just how you craft the cores. Yeah, nothing else. So yeah, it's a pretty decent add-on actually. It does improve. It is an improvement upon the base game of Minecraft with its spawner mechanics, but it's also not like super easy or OP, and there is a bit of a grind to get going, because you do need to like capture a bunch of mobs for the cores to fill up. So where in my rankings will this add-on go? I think this will go into honestly, I think it is bordering must-have. Because it is a major improvement upon the base game of Minecraft, which I always like to see with these add-ons. It does add late game stuff for you to do, which I also do like. My only real problem with it is I would have preferred if it did have the spawning radius, like so the spawn, like the shit saying like spawning radius as a vanilla spawn, and then it would be more just plug and go into already existing infrastructure. If you previously found a mob spawn and you use that to get capture mobs and do that, honestly, it's pretty good. And actually, with this is actually super flat friendly. I need to do an update, right? So this will probably come out sooner or later. But I want to do an update video taking a look at the best add-ons for super flat, flat survival, because it's not really super flat because it doesn't have structures and stuff. But yeah, pretty good. And yeah. Oh, Lily, can you not lay on the keyboard? I can just turn off. Anyway, I hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.